"Sit down. You don't belong here." The words echoed across Courtroom B of Fulton County's Superior Court. 17-year-old Elijah Monroe stood, shackled and silent, as Judge Harold Stone glared at him from the bench. His medium brown skin, his braided hair, his blue shirt, none of it mattered. Not in this courtroom. "You're just like your father," the judge muttered, a ghost of consequence. Gasps fluttered from the gallery. Elijah's lip trembled, but he didn't speak. He knew the script. Poor black kid. No family. No future. His public defender had already given up. The sentence loomed. But in the back of the courtroom, a woman rose, confident, poised, birch-toned skin, sleek suit. "Objection, Your Honor." Everyone turned. Judge Stone froze. Because the woman staring him down wasn't just another lawyer. She was Maya Bell, his daughter, and he hadn't seen her in 10 years. But what she said next shut the room down. "I'm here to represent Mr. Monroe," Maya said calmly. The judge's face twitched. "You're not on record for this case. I filed this morning, emergency substitution, and I'm not stepping down." Elijah blinked. He didn't know this woman, but her voice, like stone wrapped in velvet, cut through the room. "May I approach the bench?" she asked. "No," Judge Stone snapped, but she walked forward anyway. Whispers ignited like sparks. That's when it began. The resistance. The prosecution objected. The clerk fumbled her files. A bailiff stepped toward her. "Step back," Maya said without raising her voice. And somehow, he did. Elijah stood frozen. Why was this stranger risking so much for him? And then he saw it. Her bracelet. Worn. Leather-bound. The same one his father used to wear, before he vanished in that very courtroom a decade ago. And Elijah realized this wasn't just about justice, it was personal. Maya's voice sliced through the courtroom. "This boy has been failed by every system designed to protect him, including this one." Judge Stone gritted his teeth. "Watch your tone." "I learned it from you," she replied, eyes steady. Elijah sat stunned as Maya unraveled his case with precision. She pointed out the missing body cam footage, the coerced confession, the biased witness. But then came the moment that silenced everything. The prosecutor called Maya emotionally compromised. "That's because," Maya said, turning slowly to face the judge, "he reminds me of someone I once lost in this room, someone you left." Stone's hands clenched. "Enough!" he barked. But the damage was done. The entire room now buzzed with a new awareness. Elijah whispered, "You knew my dad?" Maya looked down. "He was my brother." Gasps again. The courtroom shifted from judgment to reckoning, and Judge Stone couldn't hide from what came next. The prosecutor fumbled. "Your Honor, we request a recess." But Judge Stone didn't speak. He stared at the file before him, Elijah's file, and saw it for the first time. Not a case, a child. His voice cracked. "That man, your father, was my friend once." Maya nodded. "Until you sentenced him without mercy and vanished from our lives." Elijah rose, slowly. The chain on his wrist clinked. Suddenly, the bailiff grabbed his arm roughly. "Sit down!" There was a rip. His shirt tore open. Laughter erupted from a spectator live-streaming it. "Enough!" Maya snapped. The room froze. From the back, an older black man stood, gray suit, cane, and a retired judge's pin. "I mentored you, Harold," he said solemnly, "and I've never been more ashamed." Judge Stone trembled. He looked at Elijah and quietly said, "Remove his restraints." In that silence, dignity returned to the room. The cuffs clicked open. Elijah rubbed his wrists but said nothing. Maya placed a folded card on the defense table and stepped back. "I'm not asking for favors, just the law, the real one, the one you taught me to believe in before you stopped believing." Judge Stone's voice was barely audible. "I'll vacate the sentence, pending full review." A hush fell. Elijah didn't smile. He just nodded once, then walked past the gallery, past the cameras, into the light spilling through the courthouse doors. No press statement, no triumphant speech, just quiet steps echoing across cold marble. Maya watched him go, then turned to leave herself. But not before her father called out, "Maya, thank you." She didn't answer, just paused long enough to whisper, "Some people still remember who you were." The doors closed behind her. The card on the table read, "Bell and Bell Civil Rights Council," and beneath it, in Elijah's handwriting, "No cameras, just truth." Thanks for watching this video. Elijah Monroe's story reminds us that dignity can survive even in the most unjust places. And sometimes justice comes not from shouting, but from standing silently for what's right. If this racist story moved you, share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe for more true stories that reveal the power of truth and quiet courage. And remember, some voices may be silent, but they are never weak.